Have you ever been so captivated by a story that it lingers in your thoughts long after the credits roll? Well, that happened to me with The Dangers in My Heart. Now, The Dangers in My Heart is a compelling romance manga turned anime adaptation that shines a spotlight on a genre anime that's often been overlooked. It was the darling of the spring anime season, captivating audiences with its slow burn story about two middle schoolers drawn together by mutual curiosity and a sense of impending fate. The Dangers in My Heart is a classic tale of the popular cool girl that comes with a delightful twist. Anna Yamada is tall, really tall for her age, and more than that, she's remarkably developed for a middle schooler. Yamada is intentionally beautiful, a rising model and actress whose profile is skyrocketing. Yet she's also goofy and values her snacks above everything else, making her both relatable and endearing. Then there's Kitaro Ichikawa, who begins as the quintessential edgy protagonist. He's quiet, blending into the background, and takes pride in his love of books about serial killers and the macabre. His dark fantasies include becoming one of the murderers that he reads about, with his first target being squarely placed on the beautiful Yamada. But come on, this is a rom-com, and by episode 4, all of that edgy shit is peeled away, revealing a bevy of heartwarming moments as Ichikawa and Yamada slowly grow closer. They dismantle their misconceptions about each other, discovering deeper, more complex individuals than they initially realized. In turn, they break down their own walls, forging a genuine friendship. Now, of course, standard romance tropes are present, but instead of driving a wedge between them as they often do in these romance sagas, these tropes really work to bring the two of them together. Their romance feels very authentic. Their actions resonate with anyone who's ever tried to build a meaningful relationship with anyone, whether it be a friendship or a dating relationship. Every moment in the story matters, and that's what I love the most about it. These moments are revisited throughout the story as the characters reflect on them and gain new insights into the other's feelings. There's these little through lines that show how our characters are evolving throughout the show. They're becoming better individuals because of the impact that they have on each other's lives. Now, maybe what I would consider my absolute favorite moment, and the one that I've revisited over and over, happens in We're Overflowing. Ichikawa finally comes to terms with his feelings of jealousy while on a double date with Yamada and some of his classmates. In that moment of jealousy, he's hit with the subtle realization that he might just be worthy of Yamada. Summoning his courage, he declares that Yamada is his. That moment hit so hard after watching our boy second guess himself and his feelings for so long. It really felt like finally. Now, of course, this wouldn't be a rom-com if hijinks didn't ensue immediately after, but if you want to find out what happens next, you'll just have to watch it yourself. Speaking of moments, the incredible soundtrack by composer Kensaki Ushio elevates each scene to new heights. It's the perfect mix of ambient sounds and full-on themes. Yamada's theme perfectly encapsulates her character, with light piano riffs that build to a crescendo, representing the whimsical force that is Anna Yamada. These beautiful sound pairings are evident throughout the series, as Ushiro masterfully captures the emotions with his perfectly crafted soundscape. Pair this with an excellent effort from Chanel Animation, which, while honestly was just okay in season 1, really ramps up for season 2. The show manages to capture the spirit of Norio Sakurai's art from the manga, seamlessly adapting it for animation. The characters feel lively and expressive, and the settings are bright and energetic. The colors are vibrant, even during night scenes, showing the animators' respect for the source material. Now, much like any manga to anime adaptation, there are some things missing, and that is why I urge you to read the manga. Yes, you can get a gist of the story by watching the anime, and I believe the choices made in the anime adaptation are spot on. However, there is so much context to many key moments that are either recontextualized, reordered, or just plain left out. For example, in the same moment I was referencing earlier, Ichikawa recognizes his jealousy for the first time. During his double date with a couple of classmates, Kenzaki explains to Ichikawa how Yamada helped him find a gift for Hera. When Ichikawa pushes back, Kenzaki remarks that it's because Anna is a celebrity. Ichikawa counters again, but it's the choice of words that makes the difference, at least to me. In the manga, he says, "It's because Yamada is my girl," but in the anime, he says, "It's because Yamada is mine." My girl feels more wholesome, less possessive, more intimate, and I think it just really captures the point that they're at in their relationship at that time. In fact, in season 1, they make an entire clip episode of all of these different left out moments, but you don't really have the context of when they happen in the story, and so they lose a lot of their weight. Now, I could sit here and ramble all day long about the reasons why you should watch and read The Dangers in My Heart. And let me tell you, I've bought completely in. I picked up all the current volumes of the manga. I picked up the Anna Yamada Nindroid. I'm just really into it. I'm probably going to end up buying the season DVDs, so I'll always have access to it because this has really hit the pinnacle of my shows. I absolutely love this show. I just feel like the character development and the storytelling are nothing short of incredible. Ichikawa and Yamada's characters evolve naturally. It's never really anything forced. Their decisions and situations align perfectly with the story's progression. You really get the sense that though Ichikawa is getting a nudge from Yamada, he's really changing because he wants to, though you have to acknowledge, like I said, the nudge that he is getting from Yamada. And the same thing goes for his impact on Yamada. It feels like a real living, breathing relationship, and a lot of us could take a lot of cues and tips from some of the things that they do and the way that they handle things. They just handle things with so much emotional intelligence. It's surprising to see this portrayed amongst a bunch of middle schoolers. These conflicts and misunderstandings that come up, that they would normally drive a wedge between a couple in most normal anime, but these characters are displayed as having a lot of emotional intelligence, and it's earned. You see it built up over the course of the episodes of the show. So it doesn't just feel like they're resolving problems and then brushing it under the rug. It feels like a real and satisfying conclusion to a particular set of issues that this couple had. And it's just refreshing to see that though there is a lot of misunderstanding that comes from the will they, won't they tropes, this couple still understands how to communicate their feelings to one another, and they understand how to resolve things together. And watching their journey come together is probably one of the most beautiful things I've seen in media in the last 5 to 6 years. I think this is a must watch for anyone who is into romantic comedies or romantic dramas. If you don't mind the little bit of fan service that you're gonna get in it, of course it's anime, you are going to get it. And if you can deal with the fact that they're middle schoolers, overall it's a pretty wholesome story. It's a really fun read. It's really emotional. I cried a lot when I watched it, but it's just a great story and I would highly recommend it. I'm actually really looking forward to the next volume of the manga to come out because I'm interested in seeing how this couple is going to tackle the next set of issues that comes up for them. And I feel like a lot of those issues have already been set up for them. You have both Ichikawa and Yamada's jealousy. You have Yamada's budging career and the type of people that she's going to be around and how much she's going to be away from our main character. You have Ichikawa's growing popularity. So you have a lot of different things that these two are going to have to navigate, but the way that they have been laid out and the way that their relationship has been built, I have all faith that they will survive everything that's thrown at them and they will learn and grow together. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, it's a little bit different outside of my normal kind of content, and it is a little bit of half script, half kind of off the dome because I really love this anime and I wanted you guys to know how I felt about it. I will definitely be doing more videos where I talk about anime that I've watched and also more gaming stuff. I'm still kind of trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with the gaming stuff. And if you want to check me out on my main channel, I am Crooked Mark. I make fashion related content. Normally, this is just my little side channel where I can talk about things that I am passionate about. Anyway, please click that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this. Share it with your friends if you've been looking to express how you feel about the show like me. And until next time, peace.